everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess, aka Reaper Golf Videos. Today's video, I got another wig for you. This is the same brand of wig, that we use for the Amidala costume. I really liked the hairline so much. I really liked how it had a widow's peak. I really liked the hairline arch style, so I wanted to get another wig and basically style it in a way where we kind of still get to see this really beautiful hairline, but also how can I say it? It's in a unique style that is perfect. So as you guys know, we have a character called Bartholomew, and he needs his own wig. I was thinking about sharing Baron von Snob's wig, but I figured it would probably be best that each character has their own personal wig to prevent confusion, etc., etc. So we are going to basically create a wig for Bartholomew. I wanted to go ahead and buy a pre-made one, but it's very hard to find a dark-haired wig. Also, I wanted a special type of wig. However, we did find one, but it was almost $800, so we're going to be using the pictures of that wig to try to replicate for this. Let me show you the pictures real quick. One sec. So that's the idea that we want to go with. So what I have here is I have the wig arranged how we need it. Excuse the background, by the way. I have not been feeling too well. My energy has been out, so I apologize if my place looks a little frazzled, but yeah. Also, you may not be able to see much of my face nor my hair. Doesn't really matter because today we're focusing on the wig, and that's why the camera's a little bit low today. So for our tools, we have altered paper towel rollers, as I'll call them. They're paper towel rollers. We have a comb, scissors if needed, and hairspray. I thought I still had my wet spray, but I don't know where I put it, so we have this. I don't know how well it's going to work out since this is more of a spray that freezes things in place, so we'll see. We shall see. Pins, because we're going to need to pin the pieces, and hopefully everything turns out okay. This is going to be a part 1, part 2 series because it's a process, and things need to dry, and I don't know when things will dry, so we shall see. So let's get started. So this ponytail is starting to kind of loosen a little right about here. We don't want that, so we have to take it all out again, unfortunately. And I don't know, I can't remember if I showed you guys, but we do have a bag of hair ties just in case. So yeah, we are going to retighten this. Yes. And then we don't want it to get a loose strand. Oh, lovely. That's just what we need, is loose strands. Okay. Okay. So we got that out of the way. Now, let's move the hair over here, because maybe the weight will prevent from the last incident. There are going to be some bloopers, you guys. there are going to be a heck of a lot of bloopers. So without further ado, let's start with what we need, which is basically teasing the hair. So we already lost a roll, we lost another roll. Let's just there. Now comes the fun part. Also, it's best to pin the wigs not on the lace. If you have to pin it on the lace, try to do it at the end where you're going to be cutting the excess off, so excess. Okay, now we're just taking our roller, our paper towel roller, rolling that, and then that is, okay, we got to smooth this a bit. We no longer have a smoothing brush, so yeah, we just gotta smooth it out just a little, and yeah. I'm gonna be talking to myself a lot, you guys, so I apologize. Alright, got that in. And like I said, we may need, this will be a project that will probably require a lot of errors, a lot of errors. There'll probably be trial and errors. Because like I said, we want to make sure this is really tight. As you can see, we're already getting some issues, and I apologize if it's a little off camera. Let me see. And pull it out a bit to kind of tighten the curl. Let's, alright, have a look. Out some more, and then boom. Alright, that's as best as we can get it. Now let's take a pin and stick. Take another pin and stick. Alright, now, and as you know, lots of hairspray. And then we're just going to kind of, to avoid the oozy, the dry spatter. We don't want this hair to look like it has dandruff. And then we just repeat the same thing. Let's see, let me grab one of the runaway rollers that I made. Now, are these going to stay in? Probably not. Oh, God. We are already malfunctioning. Next, let's tease it upwards. Lay the hair down. Alright. Let's pin this back in. Now, let's wrap the hair. Oh, come on. As you see, issues. Alright. Let me roll that in. Pull out. Roll. Pull a bit to tighten. Roll. tighten some more. Alright. Now we're gonna lay the wig back down. And these are not... I really need to consider grabbing longer, really longer pins. These are just not long enough to stay into the canvas wig. Alright, so we got that. And as I said, we'll just spray it. Now, this won't be pretty. There will be some flyaways, but that will be fine. Because, as you know, my characters, when they go bonkers, you know, the hair just starts flying everywhere, so... And it's a comical effect, so we'll just leave that in. So, yeah. Put that in. Go ahead and spray the upper one again. Alright, now I'm going to do the other side off camera, and I'll show you the next step after, when we get back. We are back. I have both sides done. Now comes the fun part. So what we're going to do, and this is very risky, we don't want the pins to get in the way of this because there's going to be a lot of combing to do. So the next part is to spray the front. You want to get it nice and good, nice and soaked in. Take the comb and then just brush. I want to make this really nice. Take the hair ties out again. Good and tight. Spray once more. And then just for good measure, another layer of hairspray on these. Because like I said, we want to make sure these are good and sealed. Right? And then just rub, get as many as of the droplets flattened out so it doesn't look like dandruff when it dries. Alright, next step. Alright, we want to go ahead and pin this as far out. Oh shit, this is in the way. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, there's going to be bloopers, lots of bloopers. So what we want to do is stretch this out as much as we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a pin and we're just going to, like I said, we're going to stretch this out. And oh dear. Alright, one sec, you guys. Let me find the piece. And then there we go. Grab a pin. Pin that in. That one doesn't want to pick up, so we'll pick up another one. There we go. Pin that in. And what we're doing is we're giving ourselves room. Nape room. So we want to make sure our hair is nice and covered, because sometimes my little hawk likes to poke out. So we are stretching this out as much as we can to give ourselves a guide, because this will pop back into place. So we want at least a hair guide to where we're going to put the main ponytail. Okay. Now that that's set, let's find that first. Let's find the ponytail. Take that off. And next we're going to put a new pony back in. Make sure that is centered as much as possible. First we're going to do a loose one, just so we can get that one in. Let's double it. There we go. Now we're going to tighten it a little. So we're going to use a bigger tie. Here we are. Boom. Twist. And wrap. There. Now we just do what we did last time. We're just making sure it's nice and set. Alright, now we're spraying it so it stays where we want it. And unfortunately, we'll probably be sacrificing this hairspray, which reminds me, let me go into my bathroom and see about the other bottle. We are back. We will be probably living off of what's left of this bottle and what's left of the bottle in the bathroom, which is unfortunate, but so much that just gives me, that makes me queasy thinking about what's going on. They're raising my rent next year, by the way, on the 3rd of March. Everything's just going up and they're just making us pay more bills. Lovely, huh? But we don't need this much hair, so we're just going to take this bit and we're just cutting it off. There we go. And there goes my phone again. I threw out the loose hair. Now we're just going to once again spray. Get the side, get the little bits and the bottom as well. Spray these again. Spray the top. And like I said, we're just smoothing out the bubbles so they don't dry out into dandruff, fake dandruff, because we don't want that. Alright. I think that's it for this video. This part of the video. This is what we have so far. I am going to continually layer this, and then once I'm satisfied with how many layers, I will probably take it off the canvas head and spray the interior part of this side. That way it's permanently shaped like this. And then in the next video, I will probably show you how we do the ponytail. Because the ponytail it's going to be very simple, very easy. We are going to be doing what I like to call the ponytail sack. It's basically the same style that Mr. Fancyman has, but I will show you that in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed watching part 1 of Bartholomew's wig making. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell if you haven't already, and leave me comments. I enjoy comments. And until next time, bye you guys. See you soon.